Hi everyone, Michael Landfield here. Thank you for joining me. So I don't use tissue or paper towels. I use this, which is just well, it's actually a banana, but I use it to wipe my hands when I'm finished or when I'm in between eating meals. So this is, and of course I use a cloth to wipe anything that has spilled or for dust or anything. So this is my mukbang. I don't know if you cannot see it, but here is the mukbang, and I'm going to be eating all of these. I've already started on a few. There's some of these little mandarins or tangerines, and then small oranges. So I'm going to try to do my best. I'm kind of sticky here. So today's video is on religion and talking about religion now. And I'm talking about religion in the sense that it is used today, the term that is used today, and that is institutionalized or organized religion. So let's eat at the same time. So basically, religion I believe, was, because we never really know what happened thousands of years ago. But the religion I feel uh, had to do with spiritual growth, understanding, and trying to understand who we were. And that was my religion. But there wasn't a word for that back then, I don't think. And they just created that religion. But religion basically was a spiritual practice, meditation, trying to understand, who we are and who created us or what created us, all those things. And so I talk about in my books the fact that we have to denounce all institutionalized religions. And that might sound harsh when people out there are like really religious and they call themselves, Muslim or Christian or Jewish or whatever. And it's hard. And I'm not saying that, to denounce it, your religion, but just to understand that religion is indoctrination. Religion is, in fact, part of the herding culture. In a herding culture society, we dominate other animals. And so I feel that we shouldn't be, supporting industries that support, the abuse of animals. Unfortunately, in our world, in our society, it's just not possible to be 100% ethical in so many stances. And I got many videos on that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good. Mukbang. Okay. However you pronounce it. So I'm not saying religion is bad. Religion can be a good thing. Like anything could be a good thing. Even governments can be a good thing. But only if government is all about love, unconditionally loving all creatures. And so, unfortunately, the government today, what we know it, is not like that. And that is why, I don't look to governments as authority. I don't look to governments as, yeah, they're gonna help us, heal the world. No. So we have to understand that these are just institutions. They're part of the culture, the herding culture. And so what that means is that they're part of the problem. They're not part of the solution. But then again, it's like McDonald's, for example. McDonald's is an evil corporation, but that's only because of their actions. Maybe the people that run it, maybe they're decent human beings. They love their families and they're good people, but they're just supplying the demand. They're just supplying the flesh and secretions of animals because people demand it. So it's actually people's actions and people what they do in their daily lives that really really matters and really supports McDonald's. McDonald's can turn around and be completely vegan, and then we'll be like, "Yay, McDonald's!" So McDonald's is not the problem. Slaughterhouse workers and the slaughterhouses and the animal farms are not the problem. It's the people that are supporting the industry. They're supporting the industry. They're the problem because they're supporting it. But in the end, they might be beautiful, wonderful, and beautiful people. And so we have to do what we can. But when it comes to religion, and we have to talk about this because I think it's very important. We must understand that there's a lot of hypocrisy within the religions and religious institutions. They want to confuse you. They say one thing in the book and then say another thing. Just like the media, the mass media news on television, for example. They tell you one day coffee is good, next day coffee is bad. Then they tell you wine is good one day, wine is bad the next day. Who are you going to believe? They put fear and confusion. They pump that into the public. And I think the only way to really heal ourselves is to get away from all of that. Yes, we can educate them, go to church and educate them, but we shouldn't be considering ourselves particular religion. And then that's another thing. If we believe that we are Christians, for example, why Christians and why not another religion? Just because we grew up and we think that, oh, that's the right religion. No, no, that's separating ourselves and saying that one religion isn't good enough, or it's not the right one, or it's not the truth. Only Christianity is. And within Christianity, there's even divisions. So I'm Roman Catholic because that is the first and true religion of the world. That becomes like separatistic. So you're separating yourselves and you're separating yourself from other religions. So that's what religion also does. It separates. And yes, there was only one true religion. That was probably the first religions probably came from the Vatican itself. And who knows if that's truly the first religion, but that's what I believe. The first institutionalized religion was Roman Catholicism. But that doesn't mean that it is right or it is the. I think all religions cause wars and suffering and violence. They do nothing to bring world peace. Maybe they do in some instances, but it's just to make people feel better. Oh yeah, it says not, thou shalt not kill in the Bible, and then there's so many good passages in the Bible. I'm telling you, there's so many good passages in the Bible, so many good things about different religions. But when it comes to it, people don't follow those, and it's contradictory. It's contradictory. Basically, it says one thing and then it says another thing after that. So why? Because they want to confuse the public, right? They want to confuse the public. And I think the only way to unconfuse us is to not follow these things, or at least when we follow it, to understand uh, what they're truly saying in these books. And also, don't forget that these holy books, virtually all of them, are created, written, or at least written by men, by the male dominance. And that's why a lot of what you read in the Bible is sexist and is speciesist. So if you're a woman and you believe in a particular religion, then look at your Bibles and read it word for word and understand what it means. Understand what they mean. I don't have to read word for word each book. I've read a little bit of the Bible, or a lot of it actually. But you can automatically tell that all the imams and all the priests, all of them that are in churches and synagogues and in temples and so forth, they're all male. It's all run by men. And then supposedly the God is a man. So it's a sexist world we live in, sexist religion. All these religions are sexist. So if you're a female and you're worshiping men all the time, I mean, look at it. We live in a patriarchal society where women are viewed as pieces of meat. And that's all it is. And so, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm, mm-hmm. So don't waste toilet paper, don't waste any tissues when you got hankies to use. Okay, I'm just going to eat this one and then the video is over. I still have 2 more oranges, which I'll eat a little later. Mm-hmm. Great oranges. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I want to say for the man. I gotta somehow fix his mouse because it's always turning off and sleeping. But I never had luck with electronics ever. Oh, the way to actually cut, the way to eat an orange properly is to cut it in 4 quarters, peel it, and eat it. It's better than peeling it by hand, easier. So anyways, so religion basically is an indoctrination. It's part of the herding culture. It's sexist. It's male dominant. The people who run it is male dominant. Even God is portrayed as a man. Yes, there's Mary and there's other people, but the only reason they're there is because they had to. People have to give birth, and you can't give birth with 2 men. And in the Bible, 2 men sleeping next to each other is forbidden. It's like a sin. So um, that's about it. Here's my last orange. Um, mm-hmm. Damn good. I love fruit. Mm-hmm. Please give this video a thumbs up. Like it. Share it around if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And one thing that I've noticed and I've learned over the years is that you now have to click a little bell if you want to get notifications. So when you subscribe, there's a little bell next to it, and that means you're going to get notifications. But I don't know what it means if you just hit subscribe without the bell. I don't know. Maybe it just means you're subscribed, but you don't get notifications. But crazy, you should be able to get notifications if you subscribe. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. My mouse is still okay. Let's see. Oh, good. Okay, take care, guys. Love you all. Thanks. Bye.